Live! How's it going, King?
Good, man. Yeah, not too bad. A bit of a surprise stream. Thought we were doing a different one this evening, but
it's a bit random, a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, we're very much late to the party, so we're expecting it to be a little bit of delay until we get people in. But
it's just an excuse for us to get on really and just have a chat and be together. Really,
watching already, guys. Welcome. I'm actually shocked about this, considering we literally didn't basically no prep for this one. So welcome.
We were going to do a stream for Glasgow versus Paul, but then we realised that the streaming service at Glasgow stopped 3 years ago. So not good.
Not good. No,
we decided to go with the Berwick versus the Edinburgh versus Berwick stream, and just have a chat in here and have some fun and give regular pool updates. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the Berwick and Edinburgh scores on the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the regular pool update across the bottom. Hello, Pink Tuck. Pink Tuck always on our stream. Thank you so much for joining in. There's only a couple of people in here, but again, we're not expecting any big numbers, any record breaking. It's just an excuse for us to get together, have a chat, talk some Speedway, talk some trash.
Yeah, and I've got the pool merch on. I know you can't really see the badge. Hey, I'll put it down a little bit. There you go.
Alex, looks like the Pool Pirates have been sick on him.
Yeah, so I'll be there as well on Wednesday. So I'll be there for the reverse fixture. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah,
which actually means I probably should have thought about that. I probably can't wear this unless I get it washed in time. But we'll
three of us at Pink Tuck's house. I'm guessing it's you, Tuck, and Tommy. I'd imagine.
We got 3-in-1 viewers there, which is
So we got
nice. I know. Berwick, Edinburgh. I don't even know the lineups, mate. I'm going to be honest. If I'm completely honest,
are you watching live as well?
I am also watching live on the BSN. I've basically double screened it. I've got you in the bottom and the stream there as well, so I can monitor both sides of things.
Paco's coming out. Oh, Paco's lost his hat. Paco's lost his hat on parade.
Oh no. Oh, to be fair, sponsors. He's doing really well, and he's got an extra, Poland league partner, hasn't he? He's run for Landshut.
Yeah, he's running for AC Landshut in the Polish second division. I tell you what, I was chatting to John Boy, who probably will be jumping in the comments later talking about my mum. But I was talking to John, and he said Paco absolutely loves Par de Beast. Loves it. Goes around there, probably the track he's best at. He's in the Grand Prix Challenge the same weekend as the Golden Helmet. And don't be surprised, because you've got to think there's a lot of riders in there who are probably going to make the Grand Prix anyway. Lambert, Jack Holder, etc. I think, to name a couple. So there's only a handful of good riders that he's got to beat to get into the Grand Prix. Can you imagine if Paco shithoused his way into the Grand Prix? Well, when I say shithoused, I mean, rightly
gets
so.
his way there. It's
Paco,
good.
At the moment, I don't think he's got a permanent fixture in the Premier League, but could become a Grand Prix rider.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy. And I think the first thing I would say is they'd get Terenzano straight on the phone, or at least a track in Italy. But the first one that comes to mind is Terenzano. They would be good numbers. And like we said when we first started this channel, Carl, we fully backed Discovery when they made the changes that they made to put. Is that Ben Barker? Sorry.
Yeah, Ben Barker's gets into Roy Stein.
Oh, there you go. We backed the fact they put more nations in, and it's worked. There was good numbers at Germany, especially was the shock. Not shock as much, but it was booming in for practice. I remember when you were phoning me up for qualifying practice, and it was basically not full up as such, but they were the biggest numbers you've seen at practice.
Oh no, Pink Tuck says Richard Lawson's been excluded in Heat 1.
I love his nickname's Dickie. That means we rely on Ashton Bowden, as I'm an honorary Paul supporter. So I basically am at this point. Always on the wall and always get updates. So
the notification bell. So yes, Richard Lawson goes down in the first decision was he was excluded. Ashton Mason made a good gate. Jack Smith fell after the red lights. After the red lights came on. If he's not under power, surely that means that he doesn't go back in, isn't it?
I don't know. Is that Ashton Bowden?
No, Flint fell. No, Jack Smith, sorry, fell after the.
I wouldn't really know about seeing it because it's hard to determine. By the way, I also realize that Joe Thompson is also here guesting for the Bandits as well. So it's got a bit of a Plymouth flavour to this one. I've only ever seen the Edinburgh track once, Carl, as well, so I can't really give too much say on it. I don't know about yourself, but I watched it with you at your house when Paul were here a couple months back. Apart from that, I've not really seen much of it. I don't know if you can say too much.
I haven't seen much of it. Scroll. Oh.
Technical difficulties.
No, we're good. We'll be fine.
Pink Tuck's coming in saying it was after red lights, probably able to go back in. That'll be why.
Right. Okay.
Like 5 viewers, guys. The 5 viewers.
My friend Chris is watching, and he said I should shave my face. Mate, I haven't got enough.
Who said that?
Just my friend Chris.
Right, as I reckon your little tufty bits, to be fair, are actually pretty all right. I reckon it suits you.
So, yeah, not great.
I don't know if I've ever seen you fully clean shaven ever, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like I look like a chubby baby.
Yeah, I just look like a slim baby, mate.
It's like a prick.
Valid.
So, updates at Glasgow, are that Lawson is excluded from Heat 1 for going down the first bend. From what I can see on the updates, it may have been controversial that he went out.
I don't doubt it. It's always turn one. Turn ones are always controversial, aren't they? Especially when you exclude a rider. I always prefer a referee that doesn't look for ways to exclude a rider, if that makes sense. Oh, there's an issue here at Berwick. There's someone in the yellow helmet colour.
Hume can't get the bike started.
So that's a bit of a drama.
Do you know I'm a big the timer.
I think they said it was under a minute, so this could be a bit. And we're getting the start line graphic.
That's the thing. At the Grand Prix, they have a second bike waiting, warmed up and ready at the gate.
Doesn't look likely here for Hume, which is a not great start. Yeah, Daniel Hume will be excluded. So they can bring a reserve in, right, in this scenario?
Yeah, but why do they lift the tapes up and let them come back round? I don't understand.
It slows the meeting down, doesn't it? Why do you need to go back round?
Why they don't just let it run?
I know. Like I was saying, I think with referees and stuff, I always like the ones that try not to exclude riders as much as possible. I just think it's always a nicer way of refereeing.
It's consistent and fair.
Yeah. And I think the Grand Prix got better at that. I'll say that much. I can't remember too many controversial decisions this year.
No,
if I'm honest.
No, I can't.
So that's always a good sign. I'm sure if you ask Twitter, they'll say something different, but that's why I went not.
You never asked Twitter anything, mate.
Never asked Twitter. 7 people watching. Guys, get involved in the comments.
Yeah, please do. We say it all the time. Make sure you jump in the comments and because it gives us something to talk about. We're only here because we know we're not going to break any records or anything like that. We're not trying to get huge numbers or do things like that. It's just a place for a couple of us just to get together and talk Speedway, get steaming.
It's the best combination in the world,
really. So it's just an excuse for it stops you being on your own and watching Speedway on your own. So I watch it here with it straight over in front of me over here. Alex is watching there
on the very laptop that I'm streaming from,
which is nice.
Joe Thompson set to come in then.
From Paul is fourth excluded Richard Lawson. In third place, Jack Smith. In second place, Ashton Bowden beats Jack Smith at home, which is pretty good.
Great ride.
And Chris Harris won. So
up the bomber, my guy.
So so we are That's our latest update.
Like I said, I'm a Pool fan, except I want Bomber to score points, and anyone else cannot. There we go. We're on the way here as well at Armadale, and it's a great start for the Bandits. Tell you what, though, Joe Thompson's gone from second to last in a failed swoop there. So Kai Thompson, it is Kai Thompson making the moves in the first lap. This is unbelievable scenes. And now Louis Kerr's back at the inside. This is the best race I've seen on Armadale ever. If I'm honest, I've not seen that many though. And Joe Thompson kind of just pedaling around at the back now. Speaking of pedaling in Speedway, big shout out to Cos. What a hero.
Yeah.
I saw you did it on Twitter as well.
Big up to Connor Jarrett, who's gone into the European Cycle Speedway Championships in Turin. And he has he got 5 seconds in his qualifier. Just missed out on going through to the big event by a point. But 5 seconds, and he's 13 years old.
Yeah,
and he's
under
riding
18s competition. Yeah,
in the under 18.
It's crazy. He could do some real proper stuff, give him a couple. We've seen some of it as well. Like he is ruthless. We've seen the defending side of it. We've seen the attacking side of it. This kid's good, and he's also.
We might even be able to get a video up on here later on. If I can get Paulie Justice to send me a video, I can email it to myself and put it on here so people can see. Again, anybody watching, please drop your comments in the comment section. It does make our life a lot easier. The whole reason we're here is to chat with everybody. This isn't a podcast where people just spout their opinions over to you and you have to listen to it. This is everybody's platform. Everyone can talk. Anyone can join in. We can even send you a link so you can jump in the stream. Quite a few people have, and somebody who has done is actually riding in tonight, Paco Castagna, who's a friend of Royal Speedway.
Yeah, we've had someone calling literally from Italy. So,
we are international.
We are international. Also, shout out Zach Brum return thoughts.
Yeah, do you know what? Good talking point, Michelle. We didn't think when we were talking in our group chat the other day that it was allowed for you to get rid of someone and then sign them back again. I didn't think it was allowed.
Is it because it's not a permanent thing and it's only 28 days? But surely that's just a loophole.
Sure.
Surely you could just put him on if they wanted to, for example. So they can just put him on like 3 28 days if they really wanted to. Or something like that.
I don't know. I'd love to know someone like Hicko to jump in and tell me what's going down, because he will need he would know that sort of thing with the rules. Yeah, 28-day replacement only. Strange though. It's a strange old game, but it's good for Zach. Really
good for Zach. He's deserved it. I think everyone thought it was a harsh call that he got dropped by for Freddie. I think it's an obvious call. It's a harsh call, but it's obvious. It's one of those things where do you go for one of the best riders in the world, or do you go with Zach Cook? And it's no disrespect to Zach Cook. He's just not there, So, and if one of them had to fall, it was Zach. But what Zach has done is he's worked on himself. He's come back stronger. And what we saw on Monday night, he was potentially the second best rider in Birmingham colours that night, So he deserves to get his moment in the British League. Also, shout out to Antti Vulas, who seems to be going to Bellevue as well, another younger rider who is doing quite well. So shout out to him as well, who seems to be taking that reserve spot.
We've got an update from Paul from Glasgow. It's a 3-all in Heat 2 with Jason Garrett finishing last, Sam Hagan finishing third. Vinnie Ford got second.
You must be buzzing with that.
And James Pearson won the race.
3 Premiership meetings on BSN next week. We are cooking.
Just a 3-all, puts on 7-5.
Here we go. 7-5, and it's not the worst start for Paul. Especially when you've had one rider excluded, and that one being the Rocket Man.
Line P3 goes like this. It's going to be in yellow Zach Cook, in white Ben Cook, in blue Anders Rowe, and in red Mate Ivacic.
I thought it was Matic Ivacic, but I don't know.
Don't care.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't care.
Again, I can only go off what Calvin Tatum says, but he was also known to say Ashton Bougen, sorry. I love Calvin, by the way. That's not me hating. I think he's a great guy. Big up the Brazilian bum cream. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I've got some comments coming in.
Yeah, Colin Merrion, yo superstar DJ. Hello, Colin. I was actually looking, Colin. My friend Cal, who comes to DJ with me at pool sometimes and at a few of the Grand Prix, his new girlfriend, her dad is called Stephen Barter. And when I saw him come up as a suggested friend, the two friends I had were Paige, Calvin's girlfriend, and you. So, what a small world! What a small world. Anyway, so hello, Colin. We also have it's a good move for Zach to run. I think. Yeah, agree, Rich. I do agree. It's good. But what we said earlier, when there's the opportunity to sign Freddie Lingman, somebody had to go. No fault of Zach's, just fell victim to the numbers game. And you can't get rid of Pavlicki on a 4. Whereas if you get, an extra league star on a 4-point average in the UK, you've got to risk him coming good.
Yeah, and a lot of people saying Lamp. Oh, Freddie Hodder down. Freddie Hodder's down here. He's going to be excluded. He slipped off by himself.
Oh. Yeah, you're a bit ahead of me, Kingdom. I think
I shall pause because I can do that on BSN.
Don't pause BSN. Let me get mine up to speed. We can't be behind, my friend. If my phone could stop being an absolute pig, that'd be grand.
Would be grand.
So yeah. Yes, Colin Jones. He says Stephen Barter is next on made mine. I couldn't believe it. Such a small. Oh, you fucking joking me?
Technical difficulties.
No, it's not technical difficulties. And please don't do that silly voice. It's not. It's saying device limit. But I'm only on one device, so that's incredibly frustrating. Let me try again. There we go. We should be fine now. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Device limit. Is it logged in? It might be on my other phone. That's why. Let me have a little look at it. Incredibly frustrating. Incredibly frustrating.
So not too good for Berwick either. We're on a 3-3 there, and Freddie Hodder couldn't get up in time as well.
Back on. Back in the room.
We're back in the room.
So have you got the white helmet colour now walking off track past the BSM booth?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
so
That's
good. That's great. Let me check for updates at.
Oh, it was awarded. Max James is excluded. Bit bizarre.
Who's excluded?
Max James is excluded. They awarded the heat. I thought Freddie Hodder went off by himself.
I thought he spun off by himself.
It's a bit of a bizarre call. I think it's going over at Pool.
I'm just checking now. I'm just checking now. Can you check your phone, mate?
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, cool. That's good.
I've got updates on my laptop as well, so I get them through bed.
Perfect. So at Glasgow, we have Zach in last. Zach in last. Anders Rowe. Anders Rowe's at Glasgow.
He's guesting tonight for. Sorry, he's guesting tonight for. Who is it?
Worrell?
Yeah, must be. Yeah. We're about to get a tapes here for heat number 3 at Berwick. Edinburgh. It's got Paco Castagna, Drew Kemp in the mix this one. Both riders, kind of on opposite ends of their season, really. You've got Drew Kemp having the best season, bless him, but Paco having the season of his career, like we were talking about earlier on. Edinburgh, they need a result tonight there. I think they're bottom of the table, if not close enough. So they need to kind of get a move on there. An interesting decision there by the referee. Kind of interested as well. We didn't see any replays from.
Who's that, by the way? Kingdo? Uzo.
Oh, chills. Oh, they've got a massive clock. On the,
Who's got a massive cock?
Yeah, not you.
Fantastic comeback, Mr. Kingdom.
But
Like
run
I'm
away.
crying. I'm a bit hay fevery.
It's because you're crying because you're in the presence of greatness.
That's pretty why. My wife's a school teacher. Has been given loads of plants, and it's just so happened to put them right behind my laptop screen.
Oh, you got a solid question in the chat there, Carl. If I have a look, it's if Lasse Fredriksson.
But yeah, that's where I stream from. I don't know why you have to have a display of all your school presents.
I'm kind of gutted out of any of this. I'm kind of gutted out of any of
this.
This
is my wife's presentation here. Her display of all her cards. Hang on, I haven't got there yet. This is my wife's display of all her cards and plants on the floor. 50 million bottles of Prosecco.
I think it looks like paradise to me personally.
So yeah,
who doesn't love a gift? Big 5-1 there for the Edinburgh Monarchs over the Berwick Bandits. Great move by Paco Castagna to come from third to first in the end. Actually, no, Lasse Fredriksson won the heat. My bad. He came from second. 5-1. Like I said, Carl, they need a result here, and the engine room needs to fire. We've spoken in Speedway for so long. We call it the engine room now. If you're third and fourth are firing, you're going to win a meeting. We do have a question from Rich in the chat. Which I too far want to ask you that, being more of the pool guy and seeing more of Toby. I think it's probably a better thing for you to get that up and have that conversation because you know a lot more about him than me. But move that.
Yes, 2 seconds. I will have a look, Kingdom. Just putting the update from Paul. Heat 4 has gone, and we are now 12-12 with Jason Garrett coming last, Vinny Ford coming third, picking up a crucial point, Leon Flint coming second, and Tom Brennan winning the race. Up to Tom Brennan. We love him.
Brennan. We love Brennan.
He is our absolute favourite. Nobody's a good replacement for Toby. I think for Tobias, on his average that he came in at the beginning of the season, he could potentially be the best number 2 in the league. That's not me being biased as a Pool fan. Alex is usually with Speedway. So far on the fence, he's got splinters up his ass. But he is a bit of a scarfer for Paul as well.
I like Toby. I think Toby's.
I think Toby could be the best number 2 in the league, in the championship. Anyway,
looking at it, yeah, you're there or thereabouts.
Anybody watching can think of a better number 2 in the championship. Stick it down below.
Please do. I mean, I think Tejziski would have been. He was at 2 when he first joined.
Right, okay, that's a shout.
I think Tejziski might be the best. I've said no, he's not riding now.
Yeah, that's very, very, very true.
Tate, I'd say probably. But the thing is about Toby is that I can tell us when we went to the media day, the press and practice day at Pool, and we first heard Toby speak. We looked at each other and went, "We're going to like this guy." We literally looked at because he was like, I called these people up and said, and he was just swearing, having a good time, and we were like, we're going to like this guy. And then as soon as I heard the story about doing donuts and stuff, and it's his regular thing. I remember the one time when I went to Plymouth, though, he won a heat. He played spinning right round, didn't fucking do the donuts.
I know. It's the only time he didn't do it.
There we go. We got Joe Thompson, Connor Coles, Ben Barker, and you've got rider replacement Kai Thompson coming in for the Monarchs here at number 5. So we got actually a Plymouth team lining up here at Tapes for heat number 4.
Bizarre how moves in mysterious ways.
I have to say that probably Edinburgh's the closest track to Plymouth.
Do you mean in distance or size?
Size.
So in distance, you must be off your absolute rocker, Kingo.
No, I mean like size. Because it's slim. It kind of runs to Arena Essex, Edinburgh.
Quite.
Not as very good start from Joe Thompson. It's looking like a solid 3. We've got a bit hairy there.
Oh,
yeah. Got a tad hairy.
I tell you what.
Barker's gone to the back.
Wait, got on Connor Coles, passing Ben Barker. Ben Barker won't like that. We know that Ben
No,
Barker.
he's getting leg training in the 3 and 4. He wants to get as much speed as he can.
I know people speak in of Barker, but I'll tell you what, mate.
He's entertaining. He's
I'll tell you
entertaining.
what, he can on his day, mate. He could be any British rider.
Yep.
On a good day, mate, he could beat people like. I'm saying on his day, not every day. He can beat people like Bewley. He can beat people like 100%. Barker can.
Well, it wasn't long ago. He was third in the British Championship. Was it 2 years ago? And also, shout out to Barker. When I was there for the Plymouth fixture a few months ago, he was playing up to the crowd really good. They were booing him. There were some rumours about a fencing of Lawson going on before the meeting. Obviously, that caught wind. He was getting booed. He was playing up to the crowd. And me and Carl are fans of that. So
it's only pantomime. You know, I know people complain about booing and say it's a family sport and all that bollocks, but it's only panto.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, family sport or not, the best atmosphere that I've seen in British football was Manchester, and that was hostile's not the right word, but it was playful.
No, it wasn't
playful.
But
it was playful.
It felt like a hostile atmosphere, but it wasn't because of all the singing and everyone was chanting against each other, and it's basically the whole world versus Poland. And then when Poland went out, the Polish started cheering for the British. So great fun. There's a couple of Polish dudes, geeing the crowd up, getting them clapping and stuff.
Shout out to our Latvian fans.
Yeah, the Latvian contingent did have a little cluster of fans right in front of us, didn't they?
The Latvia corner. I've always said I'll always be a big fan of Andy and also Kolodinskis.
Big Andy and Kolodinskis.
But yeah, we're looking good. So we are now caught up with Paul. We are at 4 heats. It's 14 points to 10 to the Monarchs. I'd say Barker is not going to be happy about that. He's going to fight a different man in the next heat. But Thompson's look solid. The guests are doing all right. But Edinburgh need this win. So for their sake, I hope they get it. Rich, I have to agree with your comment about Barker. 100%. Absolutely. Entertaining.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not really in a position to say it about people because I'm a bit of a chubby fucker myself. But he's got a little bit bigger around the old middle, Ben Barker. I wouldn't want him to watch this and hear that. But
you might come and scrap you.
Well, he's only about 4'10", isn't he? But I mean, the thing is, if fitness is a factor and carrying a bit of extra weight and stuff on the bike is a factor, it will be affecting him because that might be why he's tapered off a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, I think the issue with Barker is that he found his ceiling, and I think he never really smashed through it, and that's with all due respect. But like you say, Barker on his night can basically beat anyone, but he never had that consistency to do it on a bigger stage. And I agree with Rich. Entertaining, great to have people like him in the sport. That's why we're saying about Toby, people with personality. I'll tell you what's sort of missing in Speedway. I'm not being harsh to say this. There are a lot of riders who are just, you can support them because you like them, but they're not characters. We have very few characters in Speedway now. Gone are the days of Nicky Pedersen, things like that. We love that. As a fan, watching Nicky and booing Nicky was one of the best things as a kid. You just love to see it.
100%.
we can't. I'm not saying anything to that.
Maybe it's gone off, Colin, and he's not replaced the gas canister. Maybe he's just left it up just in case of a crash.
Yeah,
maybe.
But yeah, like I said, I like the fact that Speedway at the minute, the crowds are decent. Again, being a part of the atmosphere in Manchester was like, this is a great moment for British Speedway. Britain winning it. Hopefully, Ty coming back for Cardiff. If you've not got your tickets, we're still going to say it on these streams. Get them because it's the best night out in Speedway in the UK, and we're not paid to do that. It's just because we want as many people there as there can be. Well, yeah, you are. I'm not. So,
well, you're about to be as well.
You're not officially yet, though.
No, not yet. So,
not yet.
Uza. But yeah, so currently at Pool, we're still awaiting Heat 5. I'm guessing a bit of a track grade going on. No update as of yet. But the Heat 5
we're about to get to tapes
Pool
here.
Is Baujan, Lawson, Rowe, and Ivacic.
And we're about to get a heat number 5 here at Armadale with Lasse Fredriksson, Daniel Hume, Paco Gastagna, and Louis Kerr.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I completely agree. You don't need to beat the world. You just need to beat what's put in front of you at the gate. And I think people like Vinnie Ford, he's beating what's put in front of him when he can now.
I'm still never going to forget Lee Tyers' tweet of the South Park gif when Vinnie Ford is his first meeting.
I love him.
What a guy. You love a bit of Vinnie Ford. I agree, Rich. I think there was a lot of talk about when British GP gets better, the British riders going to be phased out for the GP riders. And me and Colin always said we need that British spine to British Speedway. You can't just get rid of your Stevie Walls and your Richard Lawsons in the main division because it's British Speedway at the end of the day. You need a couple stars. Realistically, if we're being honest, the perfect thing for British Speedway and the Premiership would be 2 extra Liga riders of quality in 1 and 5, and then a bit of a mix for the rest of the team. Would be perfect. We basically got that with 3 or 4 of our teams.
Heat 5 results in 4th place at Glasgow. In 5th place, fifth. In 4th place, Ashton Belgian. In 3rd place, Ivacic. In 2nd place, Richard Lawson, and winning the race, Anders Rowe. Good on him. Anders Rowe.
And we're looking set for a 3-all here in heat number 5 with Louis Kerr leading the way for the Bandits, but just don't see them on the yellow colour. Daniel Hume making inroads at the minute on Paco or Lasso. They're doing a very good sort of team riding classic in this one. So another decent result for Edinburgh Monarchs, really. They're missing Seji, though. Seji's really good around Armadale, and they're using RR tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they get on in the latter stages, your 15s. But, so far so good for the Monarchs. I'm surprised that Anders Rowe's not actually been sacked up by a championship club permanently, if I'm honest. I know he kind of didn't want to do it this year, but
I think he's busy with the touring under 24s, and now he's riding occasionally for touring at number 8, isn't he?
So is he?
He is occasionally. He's been to quite a lot of touring meetings. I don't think he gets particularly a lot of rides, but just to be there ready.
It's a good camp to be in.
It is.
It's a good camp to be in. Background music's back.
Yeah. Back down a bit, but let's get some lo-fi in the background.
Get some lo-fi. So just to confirm, it is 17 to the Monarchs and 13 to the Bandits at Armadale.
Yo, hello to Summer from Portugal. Alex finally wearing a decent shirt. I don't know if that's offensive at Alex's regular shirts or that he's wearing. Does she not like her shirts?
Well, apparently, according to that comment. I love the fact that she knows what this shirt is just based on the collar, though. That's a real fan right there.
Obviously.
It seems to be bringing luck so far, just about.
Hope you enjoy the sunshine, Summer. We're not jealous at all.
Have a few cocktails on us.
Yo, what's up, Scott?
Yeah, mate. Where have you been, lad? We haven't seen you in ages.
Well, he has actually been fixing a leaking water pipe. I'll see if it's still on our group chat. So Scott earlier was fixing this.
Oh, lovely.
Yep, she's a gusher, all right. So we've got a Heat 6 update from Glasgow now. We have in last place, we have Sam Hagan.
Oh.
Surprising that. 3rd place, Jack Smith. In 2nd place, Tom Brennan. And in 1st was your favourite, Harris.
Right, and then this is like the old Sky Sports days. We're about to get ready for number 6 here at Armadale with Ben Barker off 1, Pickering off 2, Hodder off 3, and I believe it to be Lasse Fredriksson off 4 as well. So this is like the old Sky Sports playoff days. Do you remember that? You must remember those, Carl. Those were like Christmas Speedway fans. 30 heats in a night, transferring between 2 heats.
Track to track.
Yeah, it'd be like one heat would finish and you go shit next one and start. It'd be great. And actually, when I showed something just 10 times better. Well, I guess valid. I'm a bit offended that it's 10 times better, but I'll accept it. Because of work, water, bastards to repair. Well, hopefully they're easier than my legs, mate, and hopefully you can get the job done. Wow. But we're here for heat number 6, and Barker's made a much better start. But Pickering's just lifted the bike in front of him, and Edinburgh on for a 5-1 once again. This is unbelievable, to be honest. I thought this would be a bit closer, especially with Barker at reserve. Wanting to not only get a bit of extra coin, but he likes to get the elbows out. And,
Barker at reserve in the championship. That is value.
I think he's a number 3 tonight. I think Joe Thompson's their reserve switch. I'm not sure which way they're running it though. I've no idea. But I tell you what, Clive Thompson is in a different postcode at the minute in comparison. So this is again. When you take into consideration they don't have a replacement for Seji and they're running 6 riders, this is a great effort.
It is, mate. There's an update for the lineup of Heat 7 at Glasgow. There's a substitution of Jason Garrard will be coming out and James Pearson will be coming in. So James Pearson will be replacing Jason Garrard in Heat number 7.
Love James Pearson. What a guy.
Yeah.
And good old Kai Thompson doing a wheelie down the back straight. He's had a good night so far. 3 rides. I believe it was 8 points he's scored this far, which is a mega effort. Right now, if you're Berwick, Carl, do you have any star players you can use the attack sub in the current?
Louis Kerr?
Louis Kerr, yeah, I suppose Louis Kerr's your only one. Because obviously we have
Drew Kemp on his day can score.
Drew Kemp. Yeah. I'm hoping for Drew Kemp to do a bit better because he's kind of been beaten up a little bit. Obviously left Leicester, went to Oxford, didn't work out for him, bless him. And who has he been replaced by at Oxford?
Luke Colleen.
Luke Colleen.
Which is taking nothing away from the young Perth boy. No. I just don't think he's ready for it. Yeah.
But do you know what I liked it? I like the ambition of Oxford to go, here's our championship riders. There's like a pathway at Oxford. If you're now a young rider and you get in the Oxford system, you know there's a pathway to get to the main team. And I think that's what we need more in British Speedway. I love what Oxford are doing, I have to say. I like the fact that they've gone, do you know what, we got this guy in the wings, let's give him a go.
Yeah, I guess what they're trying to do is probably give him more track time and hope they'll come good. Because there's promising signs from young Luke Colleen. Really. Absolutely.
And also Magic Janoski's coming good now as well, which is really good for them. Bomber's always box office. And Rowan Tungate's actually been the surprise number 1 of the season.
Rowan Tungate's class, mate.
He's really been really good. Yeah, so far the score is 22-14. You predicted it. You predicted it. It happened.
Johnny Boy says, where's Tracy at? I'm actually going to take a photo and send it to my mum.
Hello, John, mate. How you doing, bro?
Yeah. Thanks, Henning. Waiting for an update from Paul.
Yeah, obviously we are both kind of grading breaks at the minute at both sides. So if you want to get anything in the comments, just for us to react to that doesn't involve.
Bang it in.
Good old lovely Tracy. Bang it in. Put it in the chat. We'll talk about it.
If anybody wants to join the stream, by the way, like we always say, you're always welcome. If anybody who's watching wants to join in and come on screen with us, we can do this. Yep. And host up to 6 people. We can host up to 20 people, but we only do up to 6. We can get 4 people underneath me and Alex here. So if anyone wants to join us, please, you are very welcome. It's for everybody.
It's literally for everyone. Oh, Sergi's actually, obviously I can't hear it because I'm listening to you, but there is an interview with Sergi here at Arvidale. He looks in good spirits, which is good because that was a nasty crash. Seeing all 4 riders go down like that, Carl, is never a nice thing. Also, say shout out to people that have been subscribing because since we've done our first stream back, we've gained like 6 subscribers, which to us we're on 430 now. We gained another one, so thank you guys so much.
We wanted 500 by Cardiff, and we've been off the ball with the videos. We must get back to it, King Day.
We must. We love doing it. Like we love being back in it. We love being in especially when the Speedway is good and when we're feeling up for it. Obviously, Monday night drag. So thank you everyone if you're watching that were on Monday night with us. It was a long slog to get through, especially with the technical difficulties towards the end. So much appreciation to you. But we hope to do more of these as well because we like them. And when the channel grows, there are more people watching. We now never get 0 viewers, which when we did our first 2, there were periods where we had 0 people watching. We don't get that anymore.
We've got an update from Paul after Heat 7, and I tell you what, it's all level, 21-21, after a big 5-1 from the Cook brothers. We've got Jason Garrard coming last, Leon Flint coming third, Zach Cook coming second, up the Zach Cook, and Ben Cook coming first. Ben Cook currently on a maximum up at Glasgow.
The pocket rocket himself.
The Pirates and Pete the Pirate Parrot is here as well.
Are you bringing him now? Did you bring him every time or not? Because I don't remember you
bring him.
You got to bring him on Wednesday, mate, when I'm there.
Yeah, Pete can come along.
Doesn't take up too much car space, does he? But, you know, I think at the minute, obviously, with what Paul are going through, you know, and with them being at the top of the league, if they can get a big win over Glasgow away, especially with the Glasgow team that's really unsettled, Jason Garrard, Ivacic, roll of the dice.
Well, Jason Garrard has been woeful so far.
Yeah, and who did they replace for him? Piper, Ace Piper.
Yeah, I think that's risky.
I think it's risky considering Ace Piper's got a couple of years' experience. We're about to get there's a replay. Actually, no, it's not. It's heat number 7. I thought we had that already, but my apologies. We are already getting heat number 7. Pickering coming in at rider replacement of gate number 1 with Everidge, Max James, and Drew Kemp. No points for Kemp yet, which is a surprise to me. I don't know what you think, Kemp.
Has he been out once or twice?
Yeah, he's been out, I believe, that only the once. They need to score points in this one, though.
Pickering will do the business, though.
Pickering will do the business. That's the thing with the injury rider replacement. When you've got riders like Pickering, the thing is, who they're going to run in. I suppose they want the job done by 13, so when they run heat number 13, they don't need to worry too much. Although Connor Coles did look up for a bit of racing, so if you need to use a reserve switch, they could get away with it. Could easily get away with it tonight. There seems to be a bounce back there for the Bandits. Yeah. So far, tasty on both of the meetings hosted in Scotland. Here go, the heat number 7's about to get underway. Big race here. And like you said, mate, Pickering does the business. He's away out in front. But the Bandits do supply second and third. Drew Kemp in second this time. But it's just, mate, I tell you what, this could be the story of the night. Is just Edinburgh keep winning the heats now, keep getting the results, and doing the business. Because they've got heat winners in that team. Paco, Pico, normally Seji. Lasse Fredrickson's up this game. Kai Thompson's doing well tonight. They've got winners there, mate. And as long as you're winning, you ain't losing.
Yeah. Anybody still here, by the way, keep hammering those comments away. Just talk trash. Talk
tell us about your day. You do what you want.
If we can keep it as Speedway related as we can, the better. Because that will keep people interested. Apparently.
Supposedly so. 3-all, 25 points 17. Another decent result for the Monarchs. Obviously, you'll assume there's a track grade going on at Pool as well. So,
yeah,
our updates are going to be a bit slow. So, people, please get in the comments. Talk to us. What's going on? Say hello. There's 6 of you now. Talk to us. Would you take a? Do you think you can win tonight at Glasgow? Do you think that's a possibility?
Sorry?
Do you think that a win is on the cards tonight for Paul at Glasgow? Garage and Garrett. And
yeah, oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
We're strong in the meeting. They are in the meeting as well. So.
Yeah. I wonder if you're going to get for Toby on Tuesday. I suppose Belgium.
He might be back. He's got a sprained ankle, mate. He'll put a boot on and try him live. Toby, try something.
Yeah, no, people, please get in the chat. Talk to us. I thought Hagen would do better in his last ride, considering when we watched him in the under-21s, he was blasting around that track. Looked at home. I'm sure that's potentially what. Rich has finally put something in. Drew Kemp.
Drew Kemp seems to be on the verge of great things. This is going. I thought it would break through. You were over the par, just didn't happen for him. He has good nights.
It's just gutting, isn't it? Because especially with the young British riders, we all want to see them succeed. End of the day, right? We've had a few now. We had that poor young lad that rode for Peterborough who looked to be mustard. I always forget his name. Jordan Palin. He looked to be really good. He was super young. Had that horrible crash. It just didn't work out for him. Luckily, we got people like Tommy B.
Substitution in Heat 8, by the way. James Pearson will once again replace Jason Garrett. I know Jason Garrett's got to have 3 rides. Does he have 3?
He's at least had 1 and 4.
He's had 3.
They've already got rid of. They've already done it. Not got rid of his rides, but they've already used all his rides.
Yeah, he rode Heat 7, Heat 4, and Heat 2. He's done now.
I'm going to ask you in the chat a very not to be rude question, but do you see this being another substitution for Glasgow before the end of the season when it comes to Garrett? Because it hasn't worked out. And Glasgow are a team that will want to be in those playoffs. Great move, by the way, from Daniel Hume to go from 3rd to 1st around the outside there in the heat number 8 here at Edinburgh. Joe Thompson a bit close to the ball.
Trouble with it.
Didn't seem to get the momentum, but Daniel Hume, one that you've met and says very lovely, which is to the surprise of no one, getting a win, and so he deserves to.
Nice fella, Daniel Hume.
Do you remember when he was the heart and soul of the Ipswich squad a couple of years back? Wasn't the highest point scorer, but always smiling, always happy, and always happy to get in the mix.
Has he got a Premiership club?
Not this season.
Wow, that's sad.
It is sad, especially when it happens to a nice man like Daniel. By the way, what a move by Joe Thompson as well. He goes around the outside of Connor Coles. What a great move that is. And this is a heat that we spoke about this literally minutes ago. Wins for the Bandits are going to be important. He went wide there, Daniel, but he gets the result. It's a 4-2, which makes it 21-27. Great ride there from Daniel. Good for his confidence.
Yeah, he's been my bike time, mate.
The Drew Kemp thing is rather gutting, especially because, like you said, last year looked mustard. He was in the Son 2. It didn't really work out for him. I remember Anders Rowe being the clear rider. We only let in the Son 2 this year due to the fact it was hosted in the UK.
Anders Rowe was solid. Anders Rowe was solid in that, mate.
Who else was it? It was him. Anders
many chances as he should have done, and Drew wasn't good enough. Sadly, it was not his night at all.
Who was Anders, Drew, and who?
Jilksy.
Yeah, Jilksy. Another rider as well who always gives his scores don't reflect his effort with Jilksy.
Who are the 2 riders he beat? He got passed by Bomber.
Yeah.
At Sheffield on the last corner, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he was leading Bomber and somebody else.
Bomber and I think it was Colleen.
Could have been, yeah. But to lead Bomber for nearly 4 laps around Sheffield was good, very good.
Especially because it's a fast track as well. It's like one of the fastest tracks in Britain.
He's a lovely kid as well, mate. Lovely kid. When we were on the way to Warsaw, he was flying to Gdansk and come and joined us for a bit of breakfast and that. Top bloke, Jilksy. Not
had the pleasure of meeting him just yet. But look forward to it. Everyone who said it's nice has been unbelievably nice. So I don't doubt that Jilksy will be any different. We're getting ready for heat number 9 here. Paco goes standing off the inside gate. Ben Barker only on 1 point off 2. Lasse Fredriksson, and here is the tax sub, like Carl said. Louis Kerr is coming in. Give me a bit of
we have an update from Glasgow, by the way. We have it's now 25-23 to the Tigers, and we've had Ashton Bowden come last. They were on a 5-1. Pearson and Smith were on a 5-1. And Vinnie Ford passed Jack Smith to make it a 4-2 for the Tigers.
I was see Vinnie Ford's best tonight.
Mate, tell you what, Vinnie Ford, mate, all those people that were slagging him off on that banter page and stuff, saying, calm down, he's too much of a loose cannon and stuff. He is going to develop into being a brilliant rider. Really, really good rider. Got a lot of respect for Vinnie Ford and his dad. Both really nice people. Gary's lovely. And Vinnie Ford is also a Leicester rider in the National League. So obviously my two clubs, as it were. We're not a secret now.
You're a Leicester guy and you're a Poole guy.
I'm Leicester in the National League and Premiership and Poole in the Championship.
Whereas I'm a Poole guy and a Glasgow guy. So which is a bit awkward for this evening. I am.
Mate,
actually,
how many times have you been to Glasgow?
None, but I work for him, so I love him. Also, any team that's got Chris Harris has my heart. You pay Chris Harris money, I love you. You know, but no, I'm a Poole guy, really. 5-1 though here for the Monarchs in heat number 9. Paco is flying.
Paco's gone, mate. He's having a season of his life.
Different postcode. Get him in the Grand Prix. Tell you what, if he did get the challenge, to put him in the Grand Prix. How that'd be really entertaining. Unicur's for all his might is trying though.
We have the lineup for Heat 9 at Glasgow. Tom Brennan, Sam Hagen, Ivacic and Anders Rowe.
So you've got someone who agrees. You got Rich agrees with you on your comments about Vinny. Yeah, he's really entertaining to watch.
I'll tell you something. This people forget when they're all moaning about Speedway and riders and everything like that. And look at the passion from Paco, by the way.
He loves it.
He's giving it the whole big one. I love that.
Bella Ciao. He loves that, doesn't he?
No, he hates it. He hates it, mate. He hates Bella Ciao. But yeah, with Vinny, everyone was calling for his head, saying, "I'll get Max Perry back." He sits on the bike. Respect Max Perry, by the way, young lad, big future. But Vinny Ford, he is Mr. Entertainment. He messaged me before Wednesday and said, you know, if I get a win, can you play Robbie Williams, Let Me Entertain You, because he wants to entertain everyone. And that for me is sick. Like,
also, what a banger as well.
Yeah, he's Mr. Entertainment. And when he got the paid win, I played it anyway. Because he was brilliant. And I'll tell you something, he has got balls the size of wrecking balls, and he will be, in a few years' time, he'll be that bomber. He'll be the one that just goes charging around the outside and do whatever he can to beat anyone. Really good rider.
I want to see in like when he's 21, 22. So what that'll be like.
Well, he's got 3 years till he's 21, mate. He's only just turned 18.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see when he's like 21, 22, like really mature into a rider. I want to see him versus Bartosz.
That's the thing with
Ashton.
That's the thing with him, is that he has time on his side. Lovely kid, entertaining to watch. Like I was saying, this sport ultimately boils down to being entertainment. And, you know, it's all good. If you watch Bartosz race, it's brilliant to watch the greatness in front of you. When he gets out the gate and is 100 metres ahead, boring. I'd rather watch... Jeremy Clarkson once said, I'd rather drive a Focus RS or Fiesta ST on British B roads over a Lamborghini Aventador. Exactly the same with me with Vinnie Ford. I'd rather watch Sam Hagen and Vinnie Ford give it absolutely 1,000,000% than see Bartosz just breeze it. You know, it's box office. We love it. Colin Marion as well. Marion Jones says, "What's the Pirates kick on after the interval? Have we trust? Yeah, believe. I agree, mate. We always come back in stronger than the media." And on that note, we do have an update from heat number 9 at Glasgow. So the score is now 27-27 again, with Ivacic coming last. That they are some bad substitutions they've made, mate. Sam Hagen comes there. Anders Rowe coming second, and Tom Brennan gets the win. Up the Tommy B. We love it.
Before we go any further, have either of Glasgow's new signings scored a point tonight? Either of them. That is interesting. We go early for heat number 10 here. Kai Thompson, Pickering, Drew Kemp, and Freddie Hodder is our lineup here. And it's a great start from Drew Kemp, actually. But Pickering comes up the inside, and so does Kai Thompson.
Brilliant.
And that'll put the sword to Berwick's chances tonight. Kemp does get back in the second place, though. But 12 points with 5 heats to go. It's not looking great. And Kai Thompson's back up the inside of Drew Kemp.
Ivacic has beaten Belgian.
Oh, Kemp's off.
Oh.
Back crash. He hit his head on the air fence there. That wasn't particularly pretty. Hopefully he's okay. That was a very nasty off. He seems all right.
He looked like he got stuck between the bike and the fence and the ground.
Yeah, and his head kind of just swayed down. So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, you don't like to see that.
You don't like to see, but obviously
Play to Kemp, jogging it off, starting his own bike off, side saddling and head back to the pits. Brilliant from Drew Kemp.
Such a shame for the Bandits tonight, because that probably awarded as a 5-1, which would put the score at 37-23, which I just don't see this being anything but a Trek Kemp exclusion, if I'm honest. He just goes in way too deep, gets too much.
Classic high side. Classic high side, trips over.
Ouch.
I'll tell you what, he was almost, I know it's a slow motion replay, but it almost looked like he almost stopped in the corner.
Yeah, he almost stalled the entire thing, which is not particularly fantastic. Hopefully Drew's okay. Obviously got the bike back, which is a good sign. But he basically belly flopped onto the ground. He's definitely winded after that, there's no doubt. But yeah, it's just well, it's interesting because I know we've said it, but BSN, if they picked the other fixture, it'd be a much closer tie. Not to disrespect any of the riders that are at Berwick or Edinburgh, the racing's actually been pretty solid in terms of your on-track stuff. But
it has been good, mate. Berwick has been very good. Obviously, we can't see Glasgow because they don't want to stream anymore.
Are they the only club that don't do it?
Possibly. There's another one that famously doesn't stream. Who is it?
Bellevue.
No. There's another famous club in the championship that famously don't stream.
Plymouth do. Berwick
Monarchs do. It might be Berwick.
No, Berwick do, because we watched it, didn't we?
Yes, we did. No, but I mean, that's BSN, isn't it? It's different.
No, that was a Berwick stream because you couldn't put it on full screen without it, like literally. I remember specifically.
True, they do. Red car?
Red car, I have never seen a Red car stream myself.
Maybe Red car?
So, maybe.
The Scorpions.
For you watching, respect to you guys for watching us, by the way. The Speedway, by the way, is moving so much faster. We're 57 minutes in, and we are 10 heats down on both meetings, compared to 2.5 hours, only being at heat 7 for the night.
Yes.
So, it's moving a lot faster. Thank you guys also much for watching this. It was a very last-minute stream, so to even have any viewers, it is amazing to us. Because, like I said, it was only a month or so ago we would do a live stream, and at any points we have 0 viewers. So to have 3 of you is really nice. Just have a consistent viewer flow.
Just to have people here. Again, we say it all the time, but it's a safe space for anyone to join in, chat away. There's no one gets judged here. You can say what you want. There's no negativity. We don't put any negativity on the screen. It's just more of a social. It's not like a TV production. Me and King are not TV presenters. We're just chatting with you guys, and we can relay your comments out, and people can reply to the comments. Just enjoy it.
We enjoy doing it because it's an outlet for me and Carl to watch it, but we also love your opinions and we love getting you guys on. So that's why we love doing it. It's a really good time, and we obviously have a couple of drinks. It's a Friday night. We'll be doing more of these for definite because we love them. There's
an update from the Pool Pirates, by the way. And we now move on to 29 Glasgow, 31 the Pirates. With Jack Smith coming in last. Zach Cook coming third.
Solid.
Chris Harris coming second.
No, Ben Cook. Don't do this to me.
Ben Cook beating the man himself.
Boo. I love
and
Ben
leaving
Cook.
it 4-2 to the Pirates.
Really fun to watch. Well, Rich, in that sense, and I'm glad that Glasgow aren't streaming, mate, because it's good to have you here.
Thank you, Rich.
Rich, here's a bit of advice here. If you can, in future, get the Speedway up on your telly and get us on your phone. Get us chatting.
That's what we try to do. We try and encourage people to have the stream on the TV and us on the phone.
Dual screen it. Here we go. The heat number 11 would get underway at Armadale. Louis Kerr versus Paco Castagna is the heat here, and it's a 5-1 on the cards for the Bandits. But Paco on the inside.
Mate, Paco's done both.
Paco's done both. That's
Is Paco on a match?
And there's a spin around.
What happened there?
There's a spin around for, I believe that we, Daniel Hume, bless him.
Louis Kerr's overtaken Paco. I think Paco's on a max.
Paco's on a max, but Louis Kerr's gone back round him. It's going to be a 3-all. Yeah. Apparently Hume's got back past Max James gone to the bottom graphic. I don't believe that, considering that Daniel was literally going backwards. No, he's not.
He definitely has.
He hasn't. I looked. They went away from it. It's going to be a really good win for the Bandits on the cards, but not enough. And as we go to a grading break, Carl, I'm going to disappear for just 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
You going to have a little wee in your little thing?
No.
So, for the 5 people watching, obviously Alex is disabled, shocker. He's in a wheelchair. He has to have a special way to go to the toilet, should we say. So it takes him a little bit longer than us slot who just, drop the sausage out and have a little tiddle.
Oh my! I can't believe you said that live on stream.
Well, I didn't give detail of what actually goes on because that's a bit disgusting. But yeah, any questions? Stick them in. If you want to tell me I'm a tosser, stick that in as well. Might get another drink to be fair. Apparently my wife doesn't like it when I tap my glasses and say, "Can I have a drink, please?" But I'm streaming. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join in the stream, by the way, I keep saying it, but feel free to join us. I can send you a link so you can join us on the screen. All you need is a phone. Just have your phone and choose your camera on your phone. It's pretty easy. And you can jump in it if you want. Just checking for a pool update. I haven't seen anything for a minute. No, we're still in the result of Heat 10.
Good finish to the race, and Louis Kerr continues his great form here. He is looking at the scorecards. You can see some at this leading the way. They will be some time left. You should rank one from his 4 rides for the end of the lights.
The 5 people watching now, hello to you watching. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Even if you say, "Carl, you're a tosser," that's absolutely fine. If you must. Talk some Speedway, get a conversation going, ask about anything Grand Prix, Speedway related, or League Speedway related. Stick in the comment section and we can have a chat about it, which is nice. So at the moment, I have no Kingdo, who is, I think he's gone for a wee. So he is currently paused. So if anybody can comment, I don't want to just chat shit to the screen. He's back! I'm back. Right, I'm going to go and have my constitutional.
That's fine. No worries. This is the equivalent of our grading break.
How do you pause the camera?
You see where it says mute and stop cam underneath. It says settings, present, invite. There you go. I'm here. I'm here by myself now, full cam. I don't know if Carl meant to do that or not, but it's how we're looking. Hopefully he comes back sooner or later after he's done the business. He's left the entire StreamYard, so we'll come back. But we're just with me now for a sec. So people do get involved in the comments. Give me any update you can.
We're on the way. Okay. Yeah, apparently that didn't work, Kingo.
You're back. He's muted himself, at least.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Oh, fuck it. I'll see that. Back in a sec.
We're back. We're sorted. I know I'm in a field of Pool Pirates fans. So people want to know, what do you think of the team this season? Because I'm a bit of an outsider. Big, not the biggest Pool fan. So let me know. Are you happy with the team? Rich, great result against Scunny on Wednesday. One of the worst meetings at Wimbledon. I wasn't there. But I think, especially with those knockout cup results, or whatever, what do they call it? BSN series in the championship? You've got to take the result. That's what I would do. And especially if I'm a fan of something, like I'm a big football fan, love West Ham. If it's a boring game, West Ham get the result. I guess we got to do, especially in those cups, because that's what pool's about, and getting the silverware. Wimbledon, I know for some people, the track prep hasn't been fantastic. I know there was a lot of issues, especially with like the water bowser I saw on Twitter going around. But at least you got the result. I mean, I'd find it hard. I don't know about you guys in the chat. I'd find it really tough for Scunny to come back now, even at home, to lose by that amount, and to come back. I think it would be almost insurmountable, just to be able to get that high up. But let me know what you think. I mean, do you back the lads to get the job done? I do at that point. But it's up to you. Obviously, I'm repping the Paul t-shirt this evening, and there are people running around the track at Armadale.
What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea. I'd like to get your idea, thoughts on this. We were just talking about this, Carl, but I'd like to get your thoughts. Obviously, you were there. I wasn't. So I know there were a lot of issues, though. They're chasing after the mascot. That's what's happening.
Is there like a prize if someone can catch him or something?
I have no idea. But the
I'll tell
mascot's
you
won
what,
the
that
race.
hit there. Oh no, you got second. Yeah, good results Wednesday. In my opinion, and probably a shared opinion between most people who watch this, Scunthorpe could be one of the strongest teams in the championship. And to dominate them 60-29, for them to get 29 points across the meeting, and at full strength, by the way, Scunthorpe, is a huge result.
I was also saying as well, I put it in the context I would with football, is saying that sometimes when you think about a cup match, you don't care about how entertaining the game is. If your team get through or have a really good result going into a second leg, you're happy. And that's exactly what they did. So I will
actually be at Scunthorpe next Sunday.
Oh, you're going for the reverse?
No. I'm riding.
You're riding?
I'm riding.
Go on, son.
I'm having a go. I'm having a skid day.
Please get some content, and I'll put it together.
It's my second time ever doing it. I've done it at the Isle of Wight before, and my second time will be at Scunthorpe next Sunday. I'm also doing it with Shane Jarvis and Scunny Dan / Red Card Dan. The three of us are doing it. So,
mate, get some content.
I'm going to 100%. I'm going to take the drone as well. Cause is cool. Paul, great team, excellent result. Just a shocking track equipment. It all needs replacing. It's dated, isn't it? When you see the stuff that they had in Melilla, like that special wheel and stuff, that works really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the track stuff at Paul, again, I'm biased because that's where I'm from. This is my club. But they are second to none. I'm not just saying this, but the chemistry between Colin and Rob on the start line as well is brilliant. Brilliant laughter. It was good fun.
I will say, as somebody that's come into this Speedway space as well this year, I can say now that everyone I met at Pool, which was the first I went to do media day and stuff, and that's kind of where this channel that Carl and I have made has come about. Everyone is so lovely. Everyone wants the best for Speedway there. They're a great club, great run. Everyone's lovely. Everyone wants the best. Because there's this weird thought of Speedway that everyone involved doesn't care about it. It's not love. I'll tell you now, I've been with the Discovery team, I've been with the Pool team, and I can tell you, I've met everyone, and everybody wants Speedway to succeed. That narrative is absolutely mental. So I'm just saying now, and that's not me being biased, because I'm in with some clubs and people now. I'm just saying that because they're great people and they want the sport to succeed just as much as you do. So respect them.
Well said.
And Yeah.
Especially when you meet people like John and Celia and all the boys. You see the fans that aren't moaning about things, they just enjoy it.
That's the thing, is that's why we created the space above. I'm sure Cole agree, because on social media, especially if you're a younger fan, I'm not talking about whether you're 20 or whatever, but if you're like Carl's age or my age, there's not much space for you. There's like an echo chamber of older fans that go, it wasn't as good back when I was younger, whereas we want to create this space so that you can come and have a chat about Speedway, just give your opinion. It doesn't have to be fully positive, but as long as it's not like, this is total shit, we're up for a conversation. This is what this is for. That's why we love seeing you guys get involved.
If you have a lot of people that side of the fan side of the fence, if they have an issue and come in here and raise it and we put it on the screen, we may be able to give you some clarity of why that happens. And that's one of the biggest things I found about being the other side of the fence, is that I can tell you what's going on from our side and tell you why it's done. A lot of people always moan about the Grand Prix, saying that the tracks are too slick. I'm sure you've heard that, Kingo.
Mm-hmm.
And when I spoke to people at Speedway who build the tracks and are in charge of the tracks, they said, everybody always says, rip up the outside so there's a dirt line and everyone can go out wide and overtake each other. And that person said to me, well, if you rip up the outside and Zmarzlik goes on the outside, he'll be fucking 200 meters ahead. Zmarzlik will be uncatchable. If you rip the outside, Zmarzlik will be uncatchable. It'll be the most boring race you'd ever see. Everyone will chase the outside and everyone will just stay equally spaced on the outside. If you keep it slick, there are options there are dirt lines that will appear, but it will be a bit more of a leveler. So there are reasons behind it.
100%. And I can tell you now that I thought that as well. And we've had this conversation because you told me this. When I asked, I was like, what's going on with the tracks? They're too slick. And you told me, and I went, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you imagine someone like Charles Wright or Danny King, how much they like the ripped up bit on the outside, the
Barker.
Barker. But more so, Danny King and Charles Wright are famous for it. However, if you give it to Zmarzlik, mate, he's untouchable. He's untouchable. You don't want that. Rich again says, I had to go to Speedway many years ago, Oxford, and soon realised I was much better at watching than I was doing it. Not easy, mate. The first time I did it, I've done motocross. I did motocross for years, raced motocross, and did okay. I was sort of like a 10th to 20th guy out of a field of 40. So sort of, higher end of the mid pack. And when you get on a Speedway bike, it's a completely different animal. It's a completely different animal. And it feels alien because every other bike you ride, whether it be a road bike or a motocross bike or anything, your feet are almost always in line with you or in front of you. With Speedway, if you actually look at the way the riders are almost stood on a bike, the right foot is behind you, which not a lot of people realise. I also didn't realise that the seat isn't just really to have a little sit down on like a motocross bike where you can sit and roll around. Your balls are over the tank and you're trying to get... Yeah, if you watch, you have a watch in a second, Kingo. When you have a go at Speedway, you're not sat on the seat trying to slide it. It won't slide. You're trying to get the weight off the back wheel and push the weight forwards so the back can come out. So that's what
just got a fixture list for BSM.
So that's what got me. I'm sure someone who can explain it much better. But it's like no other motorcycle you could possibly ride.
Cab Direct Championship pairs, 16th. That might be a stream, that.
But yeah, it's not easy riding it. Not easy.
I'll stick with you, Rich. I'll watch it. I don't think me getting on a bike is going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately.
No, I don't reckon we can do.
I could sit on one, but that's as far as we're going to go.
Line up for Heat 11 at Glasgow. Ashton Bowden, Richard Lawson, James Pearson, Leon Flint. Surprised Bowden's back out and they haven't put Hagen or Ford in because Bowden has been woeful.
Do you know what that implies to me? It's like he might be number 2 next week if necessary.
So what does that imply that?
Well, because if they want to give him rides and keep him good faith.
Essentially.
Because I'll tell you what, nor Midlow nor Havelock have been too afraid to make those changes. I haven't.
Right.
We've seen it so many times. That's many things. Paula this season, especially with the strength of their reserves, have been known to make those changes.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Hagan's not having the best night he's had for a while.
Vinny, though, seems to be getting points.
Oh, I'll see how many Vinny's on, because I tell you what, he's doing very well. So Vinny is on 2, 3. 2, 3. 5. Vinny's on 5. And you've got to remember that his average is about 1.3, didn't we say before?
Yeah.
But it's true average.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, realistically, if you're really for Hagan, right? And obviously we expect a lot from Hagan now. But if you're getting 4 or 5 points from them combined a night, you're getting what you expect from them. Do you know what I mean?
If you're getting 4 or 5 points out of Vinny and Sam Hagan, and they're expected to get 4 between them, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Numbers picking up a little bit now again on the stream. So apologies if it's dull again. It's just, a bit of a late one, but it's just, here in our little space, just chatting away. Anyone watching, stick your comments in. Stick your comments in that comment section, because the live chat is what keeps us going. We can do things like this. We can put the comments up. It gives us something to talk about, and we can all talk together.
Yeah, and like I said,
it gets dull
more as well.
It gets dull us repeatedly saying it, but this is everybody's platform. It's not the Carlito and Kingdo show. It is everybody's platform.
The Carlito and Kingdo.
Everybody's opinion is.
No, exactly, and I think we're doing more of these because obviously they pick up more, and we get to see. We get to the point now where we do some streams, and we know obviously Carl knows people from Paul, but we know people that just pop in every time. So it's good to have that community as well, and we keep doing more, like we say, which is growing. Yo, Nikolai,
Nikolai's back. We love Nikolai.
What a guy! You kept us going. Right, Nikolai, I have to ask, which footballer is that as your main picture? Because I can't place him for the life of me. He definitely makes me United, I think. But
Is it Jesse Lingard?
I don't think Lingard have had that haircut, but you could be right. You could be right, Nikolai. Let us know, please, because I can't place it. Also, it sucks that you're a United fan, but I guess nobody can be perfect. Matteo Joseph. Of course, it's Matteo Joseph. But here's what it is. We're about to get ready for heat number 12. It's been a long break here at Armadale, but we'll get ready for Freddie Hod off the inside, Lasse Fredriksson, amazing 7+1 off 2, Jay Etheridge off 3, and Connor Coles on 3 points off 4. Good night, Connor Coles, Carl.
We got an update from Glasgow after Heat 11. Ashton Bowden last, James Pearson third, Leon Flynn second, and the Lawman has done it in first place, making it 3-all, and 34 to the Pirates, 32 to the Tigers.
How many points has Belgium got tonight? Up the Villa. No, Colin.
One, I think.
Down the Villa, Colin. Our good friend Coxie is also a Villa fan. Boo. Boo Villa. Boo the Villa.
I don't know why you're pretending to be such a big football fan, because you're not really.
I love. What do you mean?
How many games have you been to?
How many years I've been to? I've been to a few Exeter games, and I've been to one West Ham game. I'm going to a couple this season. I live 3 hours away from my local team that I support. Big crash! Hodder down. Colin, I'm only winding you up. I'm only winding you up, Colin. Villa's fine. I went to the West Ham Villa game last season, which is where I meant to meet our good mate Coxie, but he didn't end up going.
Yeah,
hopefully,
if you could try not to piss off the people watching King, that'd be grand.
I don't know, it's always football banter. They don't get pissed off at me, are they? I'm a gentle man.
Same colour.
Don't you dare! Don't you? You can't say that in football. Next thing you know, equates to Burnley. Ugh.
Yeah, that is a.
Neither team would want that. I'm sure Colin would agree.
In return to Nikolai's comment, I would be hated by everybody because I'm a Pompey fan. So
I'm a West Ham fan. Owned.
What was that?
Owned.
Can you do that thing in your arms again?
That.
Oh, you're so gay. You're so gay.
But no. I don't hate any
But
team.
by the way,
really.
though, thank you, Colin, for sticking around. We've been online for an hour and 20 minutes just talking shit.
Yeah.
And you're still here. So thank you,
And
mate.
Rich, big up to Rich as well.
And Rich as well. Rich has been here since the beginning. And Nikolai's now in the mix, who usually is a bit of a stayer as well. So
But Freddie Hodder up the Hammers. I don't support them, but why not? Thank you. That's the spirit we need. That's the spirit.
But you just said down the Villa.
Yeah, but he's up in the Hammers though. He's up in the Hammers. That's it.
So take it back. Take it back about the Villa.
I take it back up the Villa. Big up the Coxie. Big up the Colin. Would you add? I can't do it. It's not a football show. I'm not going to get into that. Colin, hopefully we take that striker away from you, and hopefully you're not too bothered about it. But yeah, no, Colin. Only joking, mate. I'm not here to get in the football argument. Hopefully Hodder's okay. Again, that was a nasty accident. Don't know if you've got any updates on Paul yet.
Yeah, we do actually. The lineup of Heat 12 is Sam Hagan, Ben Cook, James Pearson, and Anders Rowe. James Pearson actually comes in to replace Jason Garrard again.
It would. I would never legitimately. I never wish to have anyone lose their job, but it wouldn't surprise me if Garrard goes. I'm not, and Cole back there. I'm not mean-spirited enough to want that. I don't want him to lose that position, but based on his first two meetings, it wouldn't shock me.
I think the thing is with Garrard is is he in his 30s, isn't he?
Yeah.
So if he, yeah, wait your whistle, mush. You know, a little bit coarse there. If Garrard's in his 30s as well, there's not really a big thing of like a long-term game. If you can find a 2-pointer like Vinnie Ford, or I'll tell you what, if you're Glasgow, fuck it. Why not try Max Perry? You know, he can score.
Do you know?
Someone like Max Perry like there's so many two-point average riders. Try another one who's young, give him track time. And if Jason Garrard's scoring nothing, just stick a young lad in there, give him experience, just roll the dice, mate. If you look at the British Under-21 Championship that was held at Glasgow, if you have a look at it, there was loads of riders in there scoring who haven't got championship teams. Glasgow should probably just have a go, you know, just try something like we did with Sam Hagan, like we did with Vinnie Ford. You know, that's where you can't have passengers like Garrard do. Apologies if Garrard's family or friends are watching. Rich says, I don't want to be controversial. I just don't get football. I'm not a big fan either, mate. When I was like 17, 18, going down to Pompey and getting hammered and acting like a dickhead was good fun. But I don't get the whole thing of football either.
I'm weird, because I'm the opposite. I wasn't a fan, so I was in uni, and then I became a fan. I get why. I don't like... It's like, I like football, I don't like football fans. And when I say that, I mean like the ultras. I like people that can have a joke about football.
Oh, that's the bit I like.
Nah, I like people that can have a laugh in football, mate, because you get people that can't joke about it. I'm a West Ham fan, and I realise our team is shit. And I joke about that. Whereas the people are like, no, West Ham till I die. I don't get it. I like to have a laugh.
Yeah, but as far as football goes for me, it does confuse me how football, you know, great, yeah, everyone enjoys what they want, but for me, Speedway is raw, aggressive, loud, exciting, dangerous. I don't know how Speedway's numbers are so minute and football's numbers are so big. It's no disrespect to football, or I'm not saying it's what's a better sport or anything like that, but for me, Speedway, if you had now, imagine all the football teams, West Ham, Man City, Man United, exactly the same, but it wasn't football, it was Speedway. Imagine now, like a light, it changed. Manchester United were a Speedway team. Man City were a Speedway team. Their numbers in the stadium were the same. I would understand it because it's so exciting. The sport's so exciting. It's so good. Like, if you could teleport into a parallel universe where that was the thing, I'd get it. Being Man City and Man United being segregated because the Speedway teams are in, like they do in Poland. I just don't know why Speedway.
I hope we get there. And they're, or at least obviously not to that level, but they're we obviously can't go into it, but there were rumours that there might be some things coming in that might help that in some form. Who do you want to win in this match? Either or. Obviously, the pool side of things, up pool. But this meeting...
I'm with Edinburgh all the way because we love Paco, and Paco's a supporter of the channel.
Yeah, I like Paco. Also, Berwick. The issue with Berwick, I think, is that, like, I don't know. I've only seen Berwick ride twice. This was the second time last time against Poole.
From Heat 12 at Poole, Ben Cook is disqualified for not being ready within the 2 minutes, and we're now going off 15 metres. Ben Cook off 15 metres.
If there's one... He's top again, and no one's 2 riders down. Oh, dearie me. It's not been a good night. That's Joe Thompson, I believe, as well as, I believe, Connor Coles. Nikolai, mate, thank you for the nice comments, by the way. I've listened exactly.
We'll stick him up in a sec. We'll go with him, but
big crash there for Connor Coles, and I believe that to be Freddie Hodder again.
Mate, he's been more on the deck than he has on a bike.
Oh, bless him, man.
So Ben Cook misses the 2 minutes of Heat 12 and a go off 15 metres. Ben Cook off 15 metres.
If there's one track you can do 15 metres off for the championship, it's Glasgow.
Oh, Nikolai, mate, I'm tell you what, I'm glad you
love it.
Well. This is new. We're still on low viewership, but if in a year's time we can have 100, 150 people watching on a stream, and everyone's together having fun, and the comment section's going crazy, we can get loads of people talking. It's going to be great fun. Oh, I'll tell you what, whoever was in blue
is Connor Coles.
Put the bike down so quick, mate. Really, really good.
Also, Nikolai and everyone in the stream, we promised that videos will be coming back soon. We know we have been a bit slack. They'll be coming back. We promise. So, thanks for sticking around.
We do have quite a lot of video ideas in the pipeline.
Again, Colin has raised a very good point here.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Do you know what? The thing with Max Perry is he was so good. He was so good for Leicester, and everyone picked him to be the next big thing. Then he had that crash, the last meeting of the season at Oxford. Absolutely had to learn to walk again and all that stuff. And that's not this confidence. Otherwise, he'd be right up there. He was picked to be one of the best riders in the country.
Yeah, and you have to remember he's still only 16 now. He's got time to get that confidence back and regrow. And the issue is as well, like, I love Poole now. I love Poole. He used to be one of my least favourite teams, a commentary fan back in the day. Love Poole now. That's a big team to ride for. Big team.
Coventry fan as I am a fucking gibbon.
I think so. Big, but they're big team to ride for.
Speedway. Agree, Nikolai.
Actually, yeah, I fully agree.
I think Poland have got the right idea. Cheap beer, Speedway, biggest sport. Lovely.
Lovely.
I think the presentation Speedway needs to be a lot slicker. Well, the Grand Prix has moved up levels, mate.
Levels.
I mean, the presentation of the Grand Prix is, if you look at the setup now, even especially when you're there, and you look on the pits and stuff, all the fascias and things like that, it looks so good. There's cameras in every pit bay. The Grand Prix has grown. The problem is that obviously Warner Brothers Discovery are loaded and can do it to the Grand Prix. The British League Racing is a little bit different because there's not the budget. You know, if there's money in the sport, they can do things like they can improve the presentation, they can improve the quality. The stadium and stuff, they're tired and weak, you know.
What I will say though is fair play to Phil Morris and everyone involved in his team, because this season we got Romo to Royal involved, Obligato, the watch company, and I'll tell you what, with Phil involved, it's only going to grow. We've seen teams come out in recent years. Speedway was going in Britain. British Speedway was going down this way, and we don't need to like pretend and be other. It was going down. The curve is beginning to get less steep. I'll say that. Under Phil Morris's leadership, the curve is getting less steep.
So we have an update from Poole again. So from Glasgow at Poole. And it swings back in the way of the Tigers, because the Tigers are now at 37-35 after 5-1, because Sam Hagan has come last. Ben Cook off of 15 metres has come third. James Pearson.
Yes, the Pearson. We love Pearson.
Has come second.
Not riding for Poole, but
and Anders Rowe has won the race.
Mint.
I'll tell you what.
I'm happy for him.
could be a heat leader for a team on the performance he's had tonight. So it's now 37 to the Tigers, 35 to the Pirates. Kingdo, what's the update from Berwick, mate?
Well, Berwick at the minute, it's another 4-2, which does, obviously, the meeting's done. It is 44-28, which is not good for Berwick or Edinburgh. This was a lower table clash. I'll tell you what, mate, it's not looking good for Berwick Bandits. Stuart Dixon, he's a good manager. He's rolled the dice with his Berwick team this season. Put Rory in at 5. Rory's obviously injured. They've not replaced him yet. I think it's cost them tonight because they got a young team. They've got riders like Freddie Hodder. They've got people like Jai Etheridge, and they're good riders, but they need that leadership behind them, and they got that. And a team like Edinburgh with 6 riders, remember, they've not replaced Edge tonight. I've blown them out the water. No disrespect to any of the Berwick riders. Fair play for Barker and Joe Thompson getting their guest spots, but it's been a landslide victory for the Monarchs tonight.
We have an update from Paul again after Heat 13. A 2-4 to the Pirates puts it back at 39-39. What a battle this is becoming down at Glasgow, because we've had Leon Flint last. Tom Brennan third, Chris Harris second, and Lawson. Yeah, but to Harris and Lawson. So, why is Flint going on Heat 13?
He's 5. He's number 5.
That's mad how Flint's at 5. That's so hard on Leon Flint. Leon Flint's a great player. For him to go at 5 is madness. Nicholas says, Berwick Bandits speaks to the love of Louis Kerr. Love Louis Kerr, great guy. You guys being here, okay. If you have more subs, it'd be great. Yeah, we've only started the channel, 3-4 months ago, Kingdo?
Yeah, we've only done like 25 videos, which is crazy to us because
we started the channel only recently and did all
literally
the stuff.
Our first video was the first week of the championship because it was your first day.
So we said we were at 500 by Cardiff. We're on 430.
We're not far off.
Yeah, I reckon we get it by Cardiff if we keep putting the videos out.
What I will say, Nikolai, is to be cheeky. If you want to get more subs, mate, share us around. Who are your mates? You like Speedway?
We actually did. We've done one video in about 3-4 weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. I'll tell you what that was down to. It was down to the Euros, but also stuff I can't really go into too much yet. But we've been obviously we were there for Nations and quite busy. But the videos will come back as soon as stability comes back, and that will come back now.
We're very busy during the day of our day jobs, and then we're also, I'm busy doing Paul. I help at Leicester. I'm also looking to be working with other Premiership teams and Championship teams with the music policy and training DJs up. And then, I've got my business and I'm at the Grand Prix and I'm at Paul. So it's, some days I get up, go to work early in the morning, come back, throw my bags in, have a shower, go down to Pool, come back. Then 2 hours later, I go to the airport and fly to the Grand Prix. So it's just time.
It's time, and also what I will say is obviously these past few weeks have been advantageous to us because not only did we have the Nations, but we also had the Euros going on, which not only takes away from doing things like lives because when Speedway was on, foot matches were on, but also just people were busy getting a few beers in, and there was breaks and stuff. And then obviously these opportunities have come up for me in my private time, which have kind of stopped me.
Nick asks, who's your favourite rider? Who's your... No, don't say it.
No, I have three. Legitimately, my favourite rider in terms of proper is Wolfenden. Always will appreciate that man. Hülkenberg is another one of my favourites. Love him.
Your bestie?
What a guy. Yeah, my bestie, Kai Hülkenberg, playing at FIFA. Me and Carl
even though he wrecked you at FIFA?
He wrecked us. He wrecked us.
Nah, you let us down, really.
Shut the fuck up. And then so also Bomber Harris.
For people that don't know, we were in Manchester for the Nations, and then we had me and Kingdo, who were pissed, by the way. Shocker.
Yeah, fucked.
And we had a game of FIFA against René Dedens and Kai Hülkenberg, we had England versus Germany, and we didn't lose by much, did we?
It was 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah, not too bad. And they were doing tactics and all sorts of stuff.
I also say, shout out to people like Kai and René, because I remember it's a story that isn't probably going to be that much to do with Carl, but to people. The first day I went to Manchester, they were all doing karting. Went for a karting event, and I obviously had go-karting. But as soon as I arrived in the room, Renee and Kai were just talking to me and chatting to me, and they made me feel right at home and comfortable. So shout out to those guys. Loved them. And when I went to the pits next day, Kai came up to me straight away and said he'd rather speak to me than go to the fan zone. So he was let me on it with a laugh. So that was really, really good fun from him. Appreciate him taking the laugh and having the jokes and stuff. Appreciate him. What a guy.
Yeah, Kai Hülkenberg. Yeah, when you say about favourite riders, question still on the screen. Ty for me would always be number one. Not only has he restarted British Speedway and given it a platform because he's won 3 world championships, and everyone forgets that he's won 3 world championships and completely revitalised the sport when they bash him online. Ty would always be my number one. If we're talking Grand Prix, number 2 would be Kai Hülkenberg. On 3 would probably be Dan Bewley. If we're talking about the league, my favourite riders in the league would be in the championship. Sam Hagen, Vinnie Ford, and
Tom Brennan.
Yeah, Tom Brennan. And if we're talking Premiership, I would say Ty, obviously, and then probably Max Frick. I like Max Frick a lot.
Bewley.
And Bewley.
Oh, it's an update. Heat number 13. It's looking like a 4-2 currently for the Bandits, but too little, too late. But in terms of results, good win for Louis Kerr. Barker in the points. Again, not a good night for him, but he's doing well.
We have another update from Paul, by the way, where the racing's on. It's now 42-42 after a 3-all. Mate, can't come more down to the wire than this. Vinnie Ford come last, unfortunately, to Ivacic and James Pearson, and Zach Cook won the race in 14. It's all square with 1 race to go at Glasgow. What a meeting!
What? No disrespect to BSM, but they're just not meeting tonight. But Louis Kerr is going to take the checkered flag. Good result for him. Nikolai's put tons of comments in, by the way. Respect to you, bruv. It's been the Poland, see London every week. If I was moving to Poland, I'd probably be a Roslav fan, but it's because of Woofy and Dan and.
Well, our friend Paulie Jazz is in Poland right now.
And
he said to us, he texted me earlier and said, everybody thinks that Poland's like a third world country. And he was like, it's better run over there than it is here. The roads are perfect. You can go into a bar in the capital city and buy a beer for the equivalent to 80 pence. 80 pence. In the local pub down the road from me here, our closest pub, the Five Bells, one of my favourite pubs in town, in Salisbury, £7 a pint.
Yeah.
£7 a pint in Five Bells. But if you go to Poland, you can get a bottle of beer for 80p, which is the equivalent of it's 4 zloty.
Mate, if we went there, mate, we like properly did a proper night in Poland, we'd be fucked.
Well, we will, because I've done a few of them out there, and it's fucking mental. That's the thing of Poland. In Poland, there's none of this political divide. There's no political divide at all. They're all together. They all are united. There's none of this all the border shit and things like that. Like, their policies are their policies. That's that done. Beer's cheap. Speedway is one of the biggest sports there. One of the biggest things. Speedway is one of the biggest sports there. The only thing about Poland is they don't have a massive supply of meat. I don't know why it is, but meat isn't as readily available, even still now, since the war. So you can get chicken and beef and burgers and steaks and stuff like that. But in your regular day-to-day, their go-to is more of a vegetable-based diet. I don't know why.
Really? I would have thought it was quite meat-based.
No, it's they can get pork. So I guess there's farmers who have pigs and stuff, but there's not a huge amount of chicken. There's not a huge amount of beef. It's not as readily available as it is here. The only thing about Poland that I would dislike, if you get into an Uber or a Bolt, you can get anywhere in Warsaw for about £2. Whereas if you got an Uber or Bolt in London and did the same thing, you couldn't get anywhere for less than £15-20.
Also, I know there's going to be another comment that won't mean much to stream, but I have to say it because I think it's important. Shout out to Manchester Uber, because actually have accessible Uber is never really good. That stuff needs to be said on platforms like this. I'll tell you what, they were available from around about 9 in the morning to about 11:30 at night. So shout out to them. And if you don't get that everywhere, I think it's literally, I think it's only 6 cities in the UK. Another 5-1 for the Bandits on the card too. It's too late though.
It's too late. It's too late, and it's a shame.
Thank you. By the way, let's say for this stream. Thank you. We have so many comments. We're still on backlog, which is the first time that's happened on the stream ever. So thank you guys so very much. Bentu Barmawi boys, respect to them.
We met him in Manchester, didn't we, King Day?
We met in Manchester. Fair play to them because they were literally sandwiched between Polish fans. I decided the Bentu Barmawi team was 2 sets of Polish fans. They were loving it.
Do you know what, Rich? Really good comment. The Paul Key Bike Night is one of the biggest bike meetups in the UK. It would be cool. It would be interesting, especially as bike followers. I can remember when I used to go to Speedway, you know, go on, Paco.
Paco almost got in second place there. It was a 5-1 to the Bandits.
Well, I've been going to Speedway, but when I used to go to Speedway, loads of bikers used to turn up when I was queuing up, when I used to go there as a fan. Don't see it anymore, which is strange. That's a good idea, though, and it's one I probably will put forward to Danny Ford. This is why we have this platform, because things like this, you know, when I next have a chat with Danny, I can say, look, what about the Paul Bike Night? You know, can we not do a bit of promotion down there and stuff? And Danny Ford is the soundest bloke ever. He's all for stuff like that. So, Tanya, hello, Tanya.
Hello.
You
Hello,
joining us, Tanya?
Right.
If so, drop me a message, jump in, because me and King are boring everyone to death.
Yeah, we're boring everyone to death. I appreciate your message about
is about the only club. Lublin
I'm going to shoot I care about. I'm going to shoot
I
care about. I'm going to shoot its own club I care about in reference to the
for me, Gorzhov. For me, Star Gorzhov.
I'll go Roslav to be different. And then we're just about beer price, Nikolai. I mean, it's I want to go Warsaw. I think next year, all being well, and it depends entirely on my situation again, which I can't comment too much on. I'd love to go to Warsaw and Prague if I'm doing 2 away.
I hope we can do a Legia Warsaw game as well, Kingdom.
That'd be sick.
That'd be a laugh.
That'd be really cool.
That is ultras galore there. Nikolai, ATP for a bottle, not a pint, for a bottle in Warsaw, in a capital city. That's rough. £4.50 where you are from, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: is that what you'll see on the channel is, and this is when we get more subscribers. Me and Carl will do things like day outs and stuff, where we vlog and things like that. And you will see that how we come across on the screen is what we do everyday life. We're just proper here for a laugh, here for a lark, and that's why we're happy to have 8 people watch us now. Like you say, we sometimes have people with times we have 0 people watching us. So I have 7, 6 as a regular tonight. Massively appreciate it, especially considering we had no build up to this either. So respect to you guys fully.
We decided 10 minutes before we went on air just to get a watch party on, so we have a couple of drinks, just talk some Speedway. Because we just Kingdom will tell you, we just genuinely like talking to Speedway fans, because for 20 years for me, my love for Speedway fell on deaf ears. I'm sure King does the same. And to be able to talk to Speedway fans every day, it's great. So whoever's watching, smack the comments in. Let's go.
Nicola, mate, we also wish that 1K plus were in the stream right now. I mean, the ads would be fantastic. No, in all seriousness, I mean, that's what we're here for. And the more subscribers we get, the more nice people we meet, and you guys dropping in the comments.
I mean, in a year, you'll be surprised what you can do in a year, and especially from Cardiff, it may be really special, because we might be able to stream from Cardiff. We've got ideas for Cardiff. You know, I might stream from the centre of the stage in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Kingdo could be in one of the boxes in his chair. We could have a really fun stream like that.
It's a really you have to realise as well, guys. Like, our friendship, mine and Carl's, has grown through doing this channel as well, and the ideas we have and what we want to do. If we had a limited budget and stuff, we would do tons of stuff. But you know, it's crazy. So we definitely want to do some more stuff, and we can't wait. And
update from Glasgow, by the way, my friend. We have Richard Lawson in yellow, Ben Cook in white, Chris Harris in blue, and Anders Rowe
Rowan needs to get rid of Ivacic.
He's
And
got to
get
do a
Rowan.
28-day deal, mate, because
Get rid of Ivacic and get Rowan. That's what I would do.
can he fit like that?
I'm sure he can. If he's running
Really?
at 2 laps. If he's running at, I think Ivacic can be 6.
Nikolai says, I've been on TikTok since February. That's really good, mate. We just started a TikTok about a month ago. If you look up the Carlito TikTok.
I think it's Carl West.
Yeah, at It's Carl West. Follow us in there. That'd be good. Update from Glasgow. Oh, baby.
Is it 5-1?
No.
4-2.
The final result at Glasgow goes like this. The final result is 46 to the Pirates, 40
Come on.
to the Tigers, which is a perfect result.
Pirate pride, baby.
Last.
Oh.
Anders Rockham last, which I'm not happy about.
I just had the other way around, actually.
Ben Cook come third. Chris Harris comes second. And Lawson come first.
Rocket Man. There we go. Heat number 15 then at Edinburgh. Josh Pickett off the inside gate, Louis Kerr off 2, Kai Thompson off 3, and Drew Kemp off 4. I think that shows as well the issue with Berwick tonight. It's like Drew Kemp's going off 4, but he's just got 5 points, Carl. Which, when you look at it like that, isn't fantastic. We love 800 plus. We'd love to get to a K before the end of the season.
Nikolai, if you want to jump in the stream, mate, let us know in the comments. I'll send you a link.
We've got one eat left, bruv. Come and join us.
I'll
cheers for the follow on the old Talkie Tick.
You can join us on the screen if you want, mate. You're welcome to.
Here we go then. Carl, a 5-1 for Berwick could be important with the bonus point on the cards. Take it out of Berwick, 6 points. Not undoable, is it? You can get that back. A 6-point deficit going into the home leg. Great result from Glasgow. Rich, I'm saying, I'm buzzing. Pirate
fair, I did expect a bit more of a spanking than that. I think we had Tobias Thompson. I think Glasgow rode well by the look of it. I expected more of a spanking.
I think number 15 is underway, and Drew Kemp's in the dirt, but it looks like a 3-all currently, which would put it 50-40. 10 points for Barrett to get back in the other leg. Drew Kemp going into the dirt. Please be careful, lad. We've already seen you smash into 3 and 4 earlier in the night. But can I say, guys? No, it's Kai Thompson. Never in doubt.
Agree, Colin.
Tell you what. Looking forward to it. I tell you what, looking forward to coming back on Wednesday for the return fixture, and we'll have a buzz. But it's looking like a 4-2 here for the Monarchs, but Thompson's very much keeping it pinned to the inside line, and he is closing in on Louis Kerr. So this could be an interesting last lap, but I don't think it will be. I think it will end 51-39 to the Monarchs. What a night of Speedway that is. And Kai Thompson on the inside line towards the finish line. I don't know if he got that. I really don't. Right. It was close.
Nikolai, are you No Life Nico? Because if you are, I'll give you a follow back. We don't follow many people on TikTok, but the supporters of this stream, we will follow. So if you are No Life Nico, I've given you a follow.
And that is the end of both meetings. I just say, guys, this might be my favourite stream we've done because it's been random. There's been consistent comments throughout. There's been,
and we've held at worst, 6 to 7 people, and we, like I said, a couple of streams ago, it was 0. So great result. We're happy. So 51 to the Edinburgh, 13 under Berwick, and 46 to the Pirates, and 44 to the Tigers. I think that's us, Kingo, isn't it?
That's us, I think. Unless you guys want to put something in the comments or wait for like a minute, just in case you guys want to put any reaction to it. But yeah, I think that's us. Like I said, guys, we will have content coming out for you soon. But we'll do another stream next week probably because I think there's 4 meetings on. So we'll pick a meeting next week and do one probably.
And if you're going to Cardiff as well, let us know.
Say hello.
Because
hello.
I think we should have a a channel meetup.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. All get together, have a couple of beers, maybe a bit of a Nando's or something. Like, it'd be nice. So
good fun. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm signing off. Kingdo, you know I love spending my evenings with you. Everybody else watching, thank you very much. And I will see you guys. As we say, Colin, thank you, by the way, for staying to the end, brother. I know it's slow and it's dull, but you know, it's just a bit of chit chat. Nice to have some fun. But as I say in the videos, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys. Take care. Bye. And we are